We need to talk about the biggest issue with Marvel Rivals. Marvel Rivals has blown the competition out of the water in its first few weeks and quickly became my newest obsession. But there is a major problem. The game gained over 20 million players in just 2 weeks, and if you want to be one of the best Black Widows among them, click right here. They knew they had a massive success on their hands. This active player base destroys games like Call of Duty, Overwatch, and Valorant. A large contributor to their success, aside from the Marvel IP, is how they have learned from the mistakes of some of these other games. The free-to-play model is the way of the new world in gaming. This allows all people to play the game and experience it firsthand. The Battle Pass system has been affordable and very completable throughout Season 0. The only real purchases to be made are purely cosmetic, and with a large majority of content being earnable in-game. Another amazing aspect is the sheer amount of playable characters available at launch. We were given 33 heroes at launch as opposed to the 12 heroes that Overwatch initially launched with. But we know the success. Why you're here is to learn what their problem is, and it's not this little guy. Something that Marvel Rivals neglected to learn from Overwatch, the previous King hero shooter, is that allowing an unlimited number of roles to be selected creates discourse not only in ranked, but in casual play as well. This was something that took Overwatch 3 years to learn. Giving players the option to select an unlimited number of heroes leads to situations like this. We've all seen it, we all dread it, and it needs to end. Role queue in Overwatch is not without its faults, however. Very quickly, the community began to see queue times increase significantly after the integration of the system over on Overwatch. At the higher ranks, players were experiencing queue times of up to 40 minutes for matches. This is not sustainable. An idea that has been thrown around the community, and one that I personally believe would alleviate the stress of queuing for matches, is role limit. Basically, instead of forcing players to queue for a specific role, everyone queues for matches the same as we are currently. However, once character select becomes available, there's a limit of 3 hero types per team, meaning if you have 3 players insta-lock damage heroes, there cannot be additional damage heroes. Same goes for the tank heroes and the healers as well. With this in place for both casual and ranked formats, players will be forced to learn additional roles. This is important when ranked comes into the mix, as it will stop you from seeing an instant loss as your team chooses Iron Fist, Psylocke, Spider-Man, and Star-Lord. A role limit is something that the developers for the game should at the very least test out. And in order to do that, we need to get our voices heard. Join me in using the hashtag RivalsRoleLimit on X.com and tag the developers in this. I firmly believe that adding a role limit will continue to sustain and grow the current player base of the game. Speaking of sustenance, if you're tired of coffee, tired of expensive cans of energy drinks, consider trying out an alternative that is affordable and effective with One Shot Energy. One Shot creates a delicious chewable candy that is supplemented with 75 milligrams of caffeine, only 4 grams of sugar, and L-theanine, giving you just the right boost to dominate in your next ranked game. If you'd like to give them a shot, the first link in the description will get you 10% off all orders, or use the code AMBCyclops at checkout for the same discount. There are plenty of things to look forward to in the coming months: 6 new maps, new heroes, new seasons, and more. If you agree with Role Limit, leave the hashtag in the comments below. If you disagree, explain in the same place. I'm Cyclops. Like and subscribe if you're new.
Bye-bye. See you later.